everybody. Today we're going to do another simulation based off running an RSA Cipher demonstration. And with this, we're going to gain more expertise in an IT professional job. And now we're going to begin. Okay, so in the lab, um, basically the RSA is an asymmetric encryption method that is, using a public key to encrypt and a private key to decrypt, basically. And this is good for keeping files safe, maybe databases if it can be used. I believe there's some, and other daily business, tools they use to keep things safe. Okay, so in the instructions at the bottom of the display page, we're going to click the key generation page and select the numbers 5 and 3 and proceed. So, we're just going to take a look at this really quick, the RSA algorithm JavaScript page. Um, Welcome to the cryptography home, and it's designed by these authors. And the reasoning on why they designed this is a public key crypto system. And let's see. Yeah, basically, as they said, you can ask another person to encrypt the message, or letting you decrypt it using your own computer generated private key. The introduction to RSA. RSA is a public key crypto system developed by MIT professors. Here's all the listed professors, I guess, in 1977. Wow, that's a pretty while back. It's interesting to know. Um, this is just so to ensure internet security is always up. Steve Burnett of RSA Data Security Incorporation described it as a crypto system that is simply an algorithm that can convert input data into something unrecognizable encryption, and ensuring the unrecognizable data back to its original form, which is the decryption. So encrypt the data. To encrypt data, enter the data, plain text, and an encryption key to the encryption portion of the algorithm to decrypt the ciphertext, a proper decryption key that is used at the decryption portion of the algorithm. Those keys, which contain a string of numbers, and they're called public keys and private keys, respectively. See, for example, suppose Alice intends to send an email to Bob. Through the public key directory, she finds his public key. Okay, that's interesting. And then encrypts her message using the key and sending it to Bob. This public key, however, will not decrypt the ciphertext. Knowledge of Bob's public key would not help an eavesdropper, which is somebody who's nearby. Um, in order of Bob to decrypt his ciphertext, he must use his private key, which he generated. And if Bob wants to respond to Alice, he encrypts his message using her public key. Okay, that makes more sense. The challenge of public key cryptography is developing a system which it is impossible to determine the private key. This is an accomplishment through the use of a one-way function. With a one-way function, it is relatively easy to compute a result given some input values. However, it is extremely difficult and nearly impossible to determine the original values if you start with the result. In mathematic terms, given x, computing f, bracket x is easy, but given f, x, computing x is nearly impossible. Okay. The one-way function is used in RSA. Multiplication of prime numbers. It is easy to multiply two big prime numbers, but for most very large primes, it is extremely time-consuming to factor them. Publicly, cryptography uses this function by building a crypto system which uses large primes to build the private key and the product of those primes to build the public key. Okay. The model. The RSA uses module arithmetic and elementary number theory to do certain computations. Before you start, please make sure you understand how it works, and also remember our model is nothing compared to the real RSA algorithm, which involves two large primes and messages of unconditional length. In our model, very small primes are only used, and only one letter will be encrypted. Instruction. I'm just reading this summary. It's very understandable. So enjoy. Okay. Now we're gonna proceed to the key generation page. The purpose of this page is to generate a public key pair and private key pair by choosing two available primes. In the real cryptography system, very large primes are used. By entering two primes P and Q, computer will generate N, E, and D. The E and N are the public key pairs. So remember that. N and E are the public, and D is basically the hidden, or I guess private key we can assume. These are the prime numbers. While D and N are the oh, okay, I mistakenly misunderstood, but D and N are the, okay, D and N are the actual private key pairs, and E is the actual public key. Hmm, okay. It's very important that you write down those numbers, N, E, and D. So let's get our notes out. Just have to recall. I'll just mention it to you guys. Okay, so after that, we're going to pick the 2 prime, P and Q, which is going to be 5 and 3, which is in the instructions. So record the values for N, E, and D, and then close the result window. Click the link to the encryption page to create your encrypted message. Review the letters available to Cipher and use A. Then enter the E and N values you just recorded. Click the encryption key button. Okay. So we have to remember what N is. So N equals P times Q, which is 5 by 3, which equals 15. So remember that N equals 15, because this is the formula. So the public exponent E will be generated by the computer so that the greater common divisor of E and PHI is 1. In other words, E is relatively the prime with the PHI. So PHI minus P1 times Q minus 1 minus 8. So that's the formula, I'm assuming. And E minus 3, E is 3, I'm assuming. N and E are your public keys. Your private key D is more inverse of E modulo PHI. By using extended, I don't even know how to say this word, but I give up on that. Algorithm, the private key D is 3. Don't forget to record N, E, and D. Now you can give your pair of public keys E and E to Bob so he can send you an encrypted letter by using those keys. Later, you can decrypt it using D and N. Okay, so remember N is 15, E is 3, and D is 3. Just remember those numbers. Oops. Misclick, sorry guys. Encryption page. Okay. So to Cipher, we're going to use A. So what was E? You guys recall? E is 3. And then Alice, the N value, which was 15 that we saw, that we're going to encrypt. Record the encrypted value, then close the encrypted message window. Click the decryption page one link first, and then enter the values for the encrypted message. Then enter the private key pair and click proceed. You'll see that your original message has been decrypted. Then you can close all browsers windows to proceed to the exercises for this lab. Okay, so we are basically going to click on the decryption page. Sorry, we got to close that first. Decryption page. And then this time we are going to do is it one? Oh, it was one. Okay, see, I did confuse myself. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. The encryption message will be decrypted using the following method: m minus c times. You guys can barely see that. Times d mod n minus 1 over 3 mod 15 equals 1. 1 is the converted to letter. The original message is A. You have completed our RSA model, and that is the ending on how you guys can basically use this um, encryption method, so you guys can, of course, get the public keys and encrypt them, and then use the private keys to decrypt. Therefore, you guys are sending safe messages without anybody, bypassing the method.